What's the word, everybody? Welcome to another episode on Remy's Review. Today, I gotta talk about the gruesome Dak Prescott injury and the aftermath and what that means for him and the Cowboys. Also, Andy Dalton stepping in to the starting role for Dallas. Um, I was watching the game and I saw Dak Prescott scrambling. And I got this weird feeling like in my stomach, like something's about to happen. And, you know, he makes, I think it was an 8-yard scramble or something. They're up one. And sure enough, he gets tackled and he's calm about it, but he's laying on the ground pointing to his ankle. Like, something's wrong. Come out, come out. Talking to the training staff, like, come out, like, pointing to his ankle. Something's wrong. Something's not right. And, they show it on the camera that his ankle is basically popped out of place and broken. And come to find out, he has a compound fracture and a dislocation of his ankle. You don't want these types of things to happen to anybody, especially a good guy and good player like Dak. He was lighting up the league. He's in his contract year. He's trying to get paid. It's just awful timing for Prescott. Like, there couldn't have been a worse time to me to get injured when he was playing arguably the best he's ever played and he's trying to get paid. Maybe not Mahomes money, but after that, you can argue he can get paid the most money in the league. And it's just unfortunate, man. Like, he's a good guy. He was doing all this mental health campaigning. And you saw at the end of the Falcons game how he was going to collab with Hayden Hurst. And it just sucks, honestly. Like, I'm not even going to hold you. Like, you know, he's out 4 to 6 months now. He's out for the rest of the season. The team wasn't doing well with him in. They were 1-3 going into that game, but it wasn't his fault. Like, that defense is awful. But now, hopefully, during this 4 to 6 month time frame, he can, focus on his ankle and focus on more of the mental health aspects and just get back to playing football, in the right amount of time and not rush back. So I wish Dak nothing but the best, and I hope him a speedy and full recovery. But now you fast forward in that same game, Andy Dalton comes in. Now here's a guy started most of his career in Cincinnati, and I used to be a Bengals fan. So I watched him his whole career. I watched him from TCU. I'm a huge Andy Dalton guy. Like, I'm probably the only one you'll ever find, right? He steps in, he's in Cincinnati. People are calling him a bum. Oh, he has a 0-4 playoff record. He can't get the job done. Marvin Lewis was one of the worst coaches I've ever seen. He should have been fired. I don't know how he got to a point where he could be 0-7, 0-8 in the playoffs. That's ridiculous. But I'm not getting my heart rate up over Marvin Lewis anymore. Marvin Lewis is a joke. That team was a joke. So don't sit up here and say, oh, Andy Dalton is a choker. No, that team was a joke, and they collapsed around him. And then he collapsed. So don't tell me it was all on 14. It wasn't. Absolutely not. But he steps in. Anyway, he steps in Cincinnati. He has a good career there. Of course, they draft Joe Burrow, so he's out of town. Dallas gets, in my opinion, the best backup quarterback in the league. And then this happens. So Andy Dalton steps up to the plate on Sunday. He leads the Cowboys. It starts off rocky, actually. He fumbles a snap. He wasn't getting first-team reps, so he's not familiar with the center. He fumbles a snap, But then after that, they're driving down the field, they're getting points. They got points on the first drive after Dak got hurt. And he leads them down the field with a couple of clutch throws, the most notable to Michael Gallup on the streak down the field. And they win the game. They're 2-3, leaders of the NFC East. Did that surprise me one bit? No. I know Dalton can ball. And Cowboy Nation and the rest of the league are about to find out Dalton can ball as well. What the Cowboys need to do, they don't need to let Andy throw 50 times a game. Peel it back. Let him throw 30 times a game. Put the ball on number 21. Or whatever Zeke's number is. I think it's 21. Put the ball on Ezekiel Elliott. Feature him. He is still a top 3 to 5 running back in this league. Feature him. Ride him to victory. Let Dalton set up play actions down the field. Let him build some chemistry with those top 3 receivers. And you have a budding tight end in Dalton Schultz. I really think the Cowboys are still in line to make the playoffs. The Eagles actually look decent against Pittsburgh. They end up falling. But it's a 2-team race in the NFC East between Philly and Dallas. I still feel that Dallas will win this division because I think their offense is the best, still one of the best in the league and the best in the division. And I'm just hoping the defense can hold people to 20 points a game. That's a big step up for them. If they can hold opposing teams to 20 points a game, then Dallas is going to have a shot to win every single game. I know some of those games they're going to allow 24 to 30 or more. But Dallas is still in line for a playoff berth, in my opinion. And with Dak Prescott in the whole contract situation, did he mess up his pay by not taking the money? Did he mess up his chances of getting paid? In my opinion, he did not. Dak Prescott proved last year that he's right now, top 5 QB in the NFL, top 5 or 6 QB in the NFL. It's not his fault they lose games. It hasn't been his fault. It's that defense and Jerry Jones. Dak Prescott needs to get paid. Not out of sympathy because he just hurt his ankle, but because of ability. He is the leader of that team, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He does a tremendous job off the field representing the team. People always want to talk about players representing the team in a bad way. That's not Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is the model athlete, model player for that organization. Pay the man. I'm an Andy Dalton guy, but pay the man. Now, if Dalton goes out there and performs and leads you to, bigger and better things, as in, NFC Championship appearance and Super Bowl appearances, now you're having a different discussion. But if he doesn't do all of that, pay the man. I'm done on that topic. Congratulations to the LA Lakers for winning another championship. They did a fantastic job this season. And in the finals with the resilient Miami Heat team, beating them in 6 games, as I predicted. But LeBron James proving he's still the best player in the league. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The best player I've ever watched. Everybody wants to have the GOAT discussion. What about the GOMT discussion? Yes, GOMT. GOMT. Greatest of my time. I don't know what people in the 50s and 40s did. I wasn't alive for that. So I can't have the GOAT argument. I can't have that argument. What I can say is LeBron James is the best player I've ever watched in my lifetime. So to me, the GOAT argument needs to die, everywhere. Because unless you're alive for multiple, time periods, I'm not alive for that. I'm 22. I don't know. I'm going with LeBron. But anyways, I'm happy that he got another ring. I'm happy that Anthony Davis got another ring. Dwight Howard, I'm not a fan of Dwight Howard. He's a dirty player. I really don't like him, but he's a Hall of Famer. I'm not gonna disrespect him. He's a Hall of Fame talent. And now he has the ring to back it up. He got a ring. Rajon Rondo, who I do like, is also a Hall of Famer. He got another ring. And I think that he should retire after this season. There's no other time to go out on top if you're Rajon Rondo, in my opinion. And I think he would be an excellent coach. I don't know about right away. Maybe he could be an assistant coach to start off, but maybe he might be, a coach somewhere, head coach starting out. Maybe. I think he'll be a fantastic one, though. And he said he's interested in coaching. So I hope he does that. Kyle Kuzma got a ring, y'all. Kyle Kuzma. Man. Crazy. All the naysayers want to, jump on Kuzma and jump on the supporting cast of the Lakers. They're good enough, huh? They good enough. They got LeBron, huh? I know. KCP got a ring. KCP was hooping. Caruso Nation can stand up and laugh and then jump and celebrate now. Alex Caruso has a ring, y'all. But seriously, enough about the Lakers. They did it, for Kobe. They did it for, all the social justice movements across the nation. So I'm proud of the Lakers. They definitely deserve this ring. Flipping the page, they have to get AD back, and I'm pretty sure AD will be going back to the Lakers. But flipping the page, the Miami Heat, man. The Miami Heat put themselves on the map. They had a good regular season, and then they transformed in the bubble to a great team. They beat Indiana round one. Yes, Indiana didn't have Sabonis, but they still beat them. And then they beat the favorites to win it all, the Milwaukee Bucks, in round two, which I predicted. People laughed at me for saying Miami can beat Milwaukee, but then it happened, and they shut up real quick. And then in the East Finals, they beat Boston, a gritty Celtic team that's been in the conference finals before, in the past couple years. And then they pushed LeBron and the Lakers. That's really all you can ask for from this group. They weren't supposed to be here. Yet they found themselves in a dogfight with the best player of my generation and another top 5 player in Anthony Davis. So the Miami Heat, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of Eric Spoelstra. Jimmy Butler put himself on the map as a top 10 player. I don't want to hear this argument no more. Jimmy Butler is top 10, yo. It's not up for debate. It's not. It's not. Jimmy Butler is top 10. Put some respect on his name. He proved himself. Time and time again, Jimmy Butler is top 10. You got guys like Tyler Hero, guys like Bam, who are fearless. And they're in a position to get another star if they want to. Maybe Joel Embiid, maybe Giannis. They have a great top 5 coach in Eric Spoelstra. Things are looking up for Miami. And it's nice weather, year round. So, man, the Miami Heat are going to be a force to be reckoned with. I just wanted to give a shout out to LakerNation and the Heat, honestly, for a really great season. And now it's on to the NBA draft.